Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Nahijuveria, taking physical science for class 10th. We are into the fifth session of Unit 9, Electric Current. In today's session, we'll be seeing Kirchhoff's laws. Two simple rules called Kirchhoff's rules are applicable to any direct current circuit containing batteries and resistors connected in any way. These two laws are junction law and Loops law. Let's see what is junction law. What is a junction? Junction is a point where three or more conducting wires meet. So let's now state a junction law. You can just see in this figure, children, there's a point wherein these five conductors are meeting. So this particular point is known as your junction. So according to your junction law, at any junction point in a circuit where the sum of the currents where the currents can divide, the sum of the currents into the junction must be equal to the sum of the currents leaving the junction. For example, if you look into this figure, let's represent the current through this conductor be I1, through this conductor be I2, through this conductor be I3, through this conductor be I4, and through this conductor be I5. Now, you all just look at the arrow marks. The arrow mark on I1 and I3 are towards the junction, whereas the arrow mark in I2, I4 and I5 are away from the junction. That is, they are leaving this junction, whereas I2 and I3 are entering the junction. So according to the junction law, the sum of the currents entering the junction. So here the sum of the currents which are entering the junction are I1 and I3. So I1 plus I3, sum of the currents is equal to the currents leaving the junction. So the currents which are leaving the junction are I2, I4 and I5. So I2 plus I4 plus I5. Therefore, the sum of the currents entering the junction is equal to the sum of the currents leaving the junction. So I1 plus I2 equal to I2 plus I3 plus I5. So this law is based on the conservation of charge. Coming to Loops law. What is Loops law? The algebraic sum of the increases and the decreases in the potential difference across various components of the circuit in a closed circuit loop must be 0. I repeat, children, the algebraic sum. Your potential differences may either increase or decrease across various components which are connected in the circuit. So, the sum of all these potential differences will be equal to 0. And this Loops law is based on conservation of energy. Now, let's see some of the sign conventions which we follow during during the determination of potential differences across any circuit. The EMF, that is the electromotive force of the battery, is taken as negative when we move from positive terminal to negative terminal across a battery. You can just look here in the figure, children. This is we always represent, you all know that a cell is represented by two parallel lines, a longer line and a shorter line. Longer line represents your positive terminal and the shorter line represents your negative terminal. Now your EMF is taken as negative when we move from positive terminal to negative terminal. You can see the arrow mark which shows that we are moving from positive terminal to negative terminal. So in this case we'll take the potential difference or the EMF as negative, and it is taken as positive when we move across the battery from negative terminal to positive terminal. So if we are moving across this battery, no doubt here we are showing only a cell. The difference between a cell and a battery is a battery is combination of two or more cells. Okay, so here you just look at the direction. We are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. So when you are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal, your EMF is taken as positive. And the direction of electric current is to be observed to give a sign to potential difference of a resistor. So this is with respect to a battery, but with respect to a resistor, if we see children, the potential difference across the resistor is taken as negative when we move along the direction of the current through the resistor. For example, current is moving in this direction, so the potential difference across this resistor is negative, and it is taken as positive when we move against the direction of electric current through the resistor. So we are moving in this direction, whereas current is moving in the opposite direction. Okay, so the EMF is taken as negative, or the potential difference is taken as, it is taken as positive. Okay, now let's solve a few problems based on Loops law. Find the resultant in potential difference from the given figure based on Loops law. This is your whole circuit A, B, C, D, E. So in this particular loop, children, you see the potential difference across the battery, this is your battery, is minus V1. Okay, it is minus V1, and at this resistance R1, the potential difference is I1 R1, which is I1 R1. So the resultant potential difference in the circuit, we know the sum of the potential differences in the circuit must be equal to 0 according to Loops law. Okay, so the potential difference across the battery is minus V1 because we are moving from positive terminal to negative terminal, and the potential difference across R1 is I1 R1. So sum of these two will be equal to 0. So minus V1 plus I1 R1 is equal to 0. Coming to the next question, find the resultant potential difference from the given figure based on Loops law. Here you see more than two components. In our previous circuit diagram we had only two components, whereas now in this problem we have got three resistors and two batteries. Okay children, so the potential difference at battery V1, this is V1, it is minus V1. Potential difference across the first battery is minus V1, and the potential difference across the second battery, that is V2, is minus V2. Okay, and the potential difference across the resistors, this is your R1, this is R2, and this is R3. So the potential difference across R1 is IR1. Since this is a circuit which is in series, will be having different potential differences. Okay, so the potential difference at resistance R1 is IR1. Current is same through the circuit, children. Always remember, current will be the same throughout the circuit in series connection, whereas potential difference across the components will be different. Okay, so the potential difference across R1 is IR1. Potential difference across IR2 at R2, resistance R2, is IR2, and the potential difference across the resistance R3 is IR3. So the sum of the potential differences of all these five components will be equal to 0. So IR1, which is here, plus IR2 minus V1 plus IR3 minus V2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now coming to the assignment, the first question, state Kirchhoff's laws. Second question, what are the sign conventions to be followed to find the resultant potential difference based on Loops law? And the third question, which law is based on the conservation of charge? We have seen two Kirchhoff's laws, children, which are based on conservation of charge as well as conservation of energy. So out of these two laws, which law is based on conservation of charge, you need to write. Okay. Thank you.